do not expect changes to short or mid-term adjective EBITDA targets. China Datang Corp Renewable Power Co. expects H1 net profit attributable to owners of 675 renminbi MLN RMB 705 MLN, down 58% to 60% Y/Y. China Datang Corp Renewable Power Co. expected result due to lower wind resources, weaker consumption, and electricity price fluctuations in HY. CSPC Pharmaceutical receives $30 MLN upfront payment from AstraZeneca on the 12th of August, 2026 under collaboration agreement. AXO, China NMPA approves ivonescimab plus chemotherapy for first-line advanced squamous NSCLC. Hungarian PM Magyar says the bottom barrier will help raise the level of the river to ensure cooling for Pak's nuclear plant.
At GovTIF Pakistan.
ISO New England expects minimal power system impacts from partial solar eclipse. DJ. ISO New England estimates BTMPV output could be reduced by 600 to 800 megawatts MW during the eclipse. India Markets Regulator, review of inclusion of historical scenarios in stress testing for commodity derivatives segment. Argentina's YPF to begin exporting 180,000 barrels of oil per day in January, CEO. Air Canada CFO, expect cost performance to improve in the back half of 2026 conf call. Recent Saudi Red Sea crude loadings done with ship tracking turned off as Yemen's Houthis launch more attacks, data shows. Hungarian PM Magyar says nuclear safety is paramount. Power Wintech Group expects H1 2026 revenue of $0.7 MLN, $0.8 MLN vs $3.3 MLN year ago. Bank Millennium, early redemption of bonds scheduled for the 18th of September 2026. Military aircraft crashed in training flight in northwestern Turkey, broadcaster NTV says. Air Canada CFO, expect unit costs in second half to grow in 4% to 5% range. Foot. DJ. DJ. Chile inflation seen at 0.3% in August, Centbank poll. Chile central bank benchmark rate seen 4.5% in 12 months, Centbank poll of traders. DJ. US JUL CPI year over year plus 3.4%, consensus plus 3.4%. Canada June building permits plus 18.5 PCT from May minus 3.0 PCT, Rev from minus 1.7 PCT. Clean harbors, to fund acquisition with cash and additional debt financing. Schwab announces single stock futures, giving retail traders a new way to express views on US stocks around the clock. New York Fed accepts $0 BLN of $0 BLN submitted to standing repo operation on the 12th of August. SNB, Swiss National Bank welcomes measures to strengthen too big to fail regulations. US stock index futures pair gains after July CPI data. SNB, planned measures are crucial for resolving regulatory weaknesses highlighted by the crisis at Credit Suisse. Top alert U.SJUL CPI year over year plus 3.4%, consensus plus 3.4%. DJ. SNB, important step towards further strengthening the stability of the Swiss financial system. Turkish Defense Ministry, military F-16 jet crashed in Turkey's Yalova province during training flight, pilot survived the crash. SNBN.S says Swiss National Bank welcomes measures to strengthen too big to fail regulations. U.S. Treasury yields pair decline after CPI data, two-year yield last flat at 4.216%. SNB, measures communicated today are key for improving too big to fail regulations and strengthening resilience of Swiss financial system. Spot gold XAU equals pairs gains after US CPI data, last up 0.5% at $4,388.89/ounce. Thrive Holdings has raised $2 billion in new funding, valuing IT at $12 billion NYT dealbook. Foot. Founder Group, Founder Energy signs US $1.37 MLN EPCC contract for 1.78 MW rooftop solar at Kedar Shrimp Farm. US Treasury 10-year yield inches up from lows, last down 2.2 bps at 4.661%. Kioxia Corporation, Kioxia and SanDisk unveil 9th Generation 2 TB/QLC 3D flash memory for AI applications. Fitch Ratings, mid-sized Spanish bank prospects solid on sound 1H26 performance. Europe Stoxx 600 index holds on to gains after US data, last up 0.2%. DJ. US short-term interest rate futures rise slightly after inflation report. US Treasury 2/10 yield curve briefly flattens after CPI data, now steepening last at 47 bps.
At Barracravard.
Foot. NView Medical secures equity financing facility of up to $50 million to support commercial growth, technology expansion and strategic acquisitions. DJ. Aureus Greenway Powerus receives $2.51 MLN purchase order for US-made FPV aircraft and equipment. US Treasury yields now extending fall, 10-year yield last down 2.4 bps 4.659%, 2-year yield down 2.9 bps at 4.189%. DJ.
At Govtech Pakistan.
Indonesia President nominates Aida Budiman as candidate for Senior Deputy Bank Gov, House Speaker. Dollar weakens after CPI data, $/yen last down 0.21% at 158.93 JPY equals.